Hello ladies and gentlemen, what's up? It's Papa Bale and welcome to the channel. So I'm working with my 2 magnet rotor here. It's 1-inch neodymium cubes. Got my homemade switch, and I got one of my 1500 turn 20 gauge coils, single file, and I got my multimeter. And we got some sick readings coming off of this thing. It's like dangerous level sickness. If we can zoom into the peak to peak, those are the spikes. We just had a 12,000 volt spike. Wow. Wow. Over 1,000 volts. A lot. Sometimes 2,000. That's amazing. That's freaking beautiful. That's awesome. So we got the power going in right here. And then we got a diode in reverse going out and a diode straight going out. They're both connected to the switch. So virtually this spike that's being dumped is being dumped back into the system, right back into the switch. And since it's a homemade contact switch, we call it a contact switch, it gets utilized. The energy from the spike gets utilized right away. But, you know, I could probably charge something with it. All I'm getting at is at the end of this coil is split into two different ways. It's got a positive diode and a negative diode. And currently the negative diode and the beginning of the coil are hooked to the multimeter. Here, let's see if we can get some of that peak to peak action. Look at those numbers, man. That is phenomenal. That is awesome. So neat. So this is the 2 magnet rotor. I did manage to get it up to 12 volts. So this is 12 volts in. I'm still, man, it's like 100 times what we're putting in. 1,200 volt spikes with 12 volts in. There's no math there, people. There's no math there. That's 100 times. That's amazing. But as you can see, it's not consistent. It's not consistently 100 times, but it does hit often, I would say, or average. That spike is pretty high. The lowest one I've seen so far is like 300. That's a lot. That's still X amount of times more than 12. And that's great, man. This is freaking phenomenal. I'm loving it. I'm laid back right now, so if I sound tired or I'm a little slow, it's because I am. So cool, man. This is so cool. I didn't think it would be that powerful, but it's like freaking powerful. Alright, well, I think it's pretty cool. Oh, and over here, we're charging a battery, right? But we're not using the output, which would be really easy to do. To just plug the output into the battery and charge it that way. Anybody can do that. Okay? But I decided to roll a separate coil and use magnetic induction to generate AC electricity, which is then filtered through this apparatus to the battery, which allows simple rotation to charge the battery. You really, all you need to do to charge the battery right now, I mean, is do this. Bingo. I mean, it has to go faster than that, but in theory, you could just use your hand or a crank, and you could generate enough electricity to charge this battery because of the way I decided to do it. So currently I have the light plugged into the output so that we don't get our SSG light to turn on. We have a load that's qualified, basically that's acceptable. And once this gets up to speed, we will see that number rise to 12.96. And that's 5 volts in. That's 5.8 volts in, about 250 milliamps. The other side currently isn't hooked up. I have the power supply for the other side hooked into my homemade switch, so the other side is not active. We're going to see if we can't get enough spin on this to see what happens here is you plug the apparatus into the battery and you get feedback up to the lights. So the lights are going to be on if you have it plugged in, because you get backlash from the battery up to the lights. So what we're doing now is we're generating electricity on the other side of the apparatus and pushing through the lights. See, there it goes. With 5 volts in, man, we're charging a battery. Charging a battery, charging a battery, charging a battery, charging a battery. Alright. And I just, I wanted to see if I could do that with the induction coil or the pickup coil or whatever the hell coil you want to call it. It's there, its sole purpose is to generate AC electricity. And then this sole purpose apparatus here is to turn that AC into DC that's filtered and sent through a bunch of caps, and everything's already done for you. And then plug that right in the battery. Boom. Alright. So yeah, man, this is cool. That's not the fastest way to charge a battery. If I just did it the other way, it would be much faster, but a lot less fun. A lot less challenging, therefore a lot less fun. I don't know, some people like it easy, I don't. Boom, right down the middle. Woo! That's straight as an arrow. Awesome. See, we got 1500, 2000. It's amazing. It's amazing. 12 volts in, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out. Have a wonderful day. Bye now.